Hey folks, here we go. We got Herb here with an amazing Toyota, and Herb, thanks so much for talking to us, and we're going to get the whole scoop, maybe starting with the engine, but we're going to take your lead.
Yes. So the engine is still the stock 16 valve. It's got a mild work. It's cam, mild pour and polish on the head, line flywheel. It's sitting on Cusco and engine mounts, which sits the engine lowers the center of gravity 25 millimeters. It still has a stock TVIS, and it still runs. It's got a line flywheel, Toyota flywheel. It performs excellent. Still gets considerable good gas mileage for the modern day age, and it's a fun to drive vehicle. And it's my daily driver, and the engine just starts right up anytime I want it to.
Very cool. And can you tell us where you got it? And you do a little bit of racing. Maybe you could tell us where that happened.
Yes. So the vehicle, I got it back in 2006. I'm the third owner. Originally, this vehicle is from Portland, Oregon. And my interest was into road racing. So the vehicle, as you see, I built it around to take it over to Streets of Willow in Richmond, up north by Edwards Air Force Base.
Nice.
And do a lot of track time there. I used to do occasionally canyon drives, but it's it's safer environment. But the vehicle is just a fun to drive vehicle, and it performs excellent. Keeps up with a lot of other vehicles that are at double the horsepower.
Very cool. Could you tell us what kind of, if you know about what kind of horsepower you have, and maybe what the curb weight is on this? Because I'm assuming you got a pretty good power to weight ratio here.
Yes. So the curb weight sits around 2,400 pounds. The engine right now, it maybe puts about 120, so it's not considered a lot, but the way it's set up, the dynamics of it, it's excellent. It's an oversized, full-size slot car.
And 2,400 pounds, I mean, by today's standards, that's a featherweight.
Yes, that's a featherweight, so it's very nimble, and it responds. You tell it where to go, it takes you there, and easy to drive, and the dynamic it's set up.
Very cool. Let's go ahead and take a walk around. Yes. If there's anything you'd like us to take a special look at.
Yes, well, these wheels are Hoshino wheels. These are two-piece aluminum wheels. These were originally developed for Nissan back in the 80s. I came across the wheels back in 2007 through a magazine. I liked the aesthetics, really industrial, and I went ahead and joined Nissan and Toyota together. That's one of the focal points of this vehicle. The wheels bring them in.
Beautiful partnership. Yeah, we're gonna just do a little close up on those. Yeah, those are really cool.
Yeah, thank you, Will.
Yeah, it's really clean.
Yeah, it still has the original interior, minus the driver's seat there. But everything is, the dash is one of the areas that everybody really outlines that my dash is not cracked. Still all original. Any pieces that I did with modification from 2006 to 2009, I kept all my pieces. I have all the OEM parts to this vehicle. Gone through it, all suspension, mostly Cusco suspension that came from Japan. These taillights are smoked, but these are factory from Japan, so a little bit of a touch that I like to add to the vehicle. Fantastic.
Herb, magic question. We talked a little bit about what cars, music, and movies is, kind of like pairing cars with soundtracks and films, like fine wine with food, so to speak. Do you have any picks that you might put with the personality of this car?
Actually, I do. And it's between the two movies that it kind of merges together, Vanishing Point and Drive.
Ooh, nice choices.
Yes.
Very cool.
I love those two, or I love watching them, and Vanishing Point, it's just, something I can associate with the vehicle, my Corolla GT-S.
Nice. And would you go with the soundtracks of those films, or do you have a separate music choice you might marry with?
I do have a separate choice, and it's not defined as a single track, but it's more like electronic, but just something that it kind of presents my driving style, which usually electronic music has a higher BPM.
Sure.
So there's nothing in particular, but that's the genre.
Electronic, I think it's 128 beats per minute, right? Something like that?
Something like that, yes.
All right. Very cool.
Yes.
Well, Herb, I want to thank you so much. I'm going to shake your hand here on camera so much for the interview. We really appreciate it. And folks, you got it right here. Tell us the year again, this Toyota Corolla GT-S.
1985 Toyota Corolla GT-S, and the chassis has 218,000 miles and still runs every day.
Awesome. We're going to get 218 more.
Yes, that is true.
Very cool, Herb. Thanks again.
Thank you, Will.
You got it.